Okay, today we are going to discuss COVID-19 and how exercising, particularly swimming, biking, running, jogging, helps. Okay, first off, what is COVID-19? It is a severe respiratory illness. Actually, it's SARS-CoV-2, SARS being severe acute respiratory syndrome caused by a coronavirus. So it's essentially just a respiratory illness. And when we're looking at coronavirus and exercise, there's really three questions to ask. So question number one, can exercising help prevent us from getting COVID-19? And the short answer there is no. That is, exercising is not going to help you from contracting the virus, or in that matter, any virus. All right, then we can ask, so if that doesn't help, then how do you prevent yourself from getting COVID-19? And I think this has been particularly hammered in our heads for the past 6-8 months. That is, wash hands with soap or some sort of hand disinfectant. Avoid contact with people, especially those who appear to be sick, coughing, sneezing. Avoid touching your eyes, your mouth, and nose. And this is actually a lot harder than you think, especially if you're someone like me who's always like, okay, I don't know. And you can cover your mouth and nose with the mask, which, good news, this has become much more socially acceptable the past 6 months. Okay, so exercising won't help us from contracting the virus, but can exercising then make us less susceptible to diseases and illnesses and things like that? And the answer is maybe.
Maybe? What kind of an answer is maybe?
So the general assertion, which I think is universally recognized, is that exercise will help boost the immune system. But believe it or not, this is actually just a theory and really hasn't been proven. It's time for a little lesson with facts and theories. Fact number one, white blood cells are the body's immune cells that fight disease. And exercise causes these antibodies, or white blood cells, to move more rapidly through the body. Okay, so that's a fact. Now here's the theory. Since white blood cells are moving through the body quicker, they should be able to get to and detect the illness quicker. Fact two, exercise causes a brief rise in body temperature during and after the activity. So the theory on that is because your body temperature is rising, it actually inhibits the bacteria or the virus to grow, and that's kind of what happens when we have a fever. And then there's fact three, they've proven that exercise actually slows down the release of stress hormones. And some of these stress hormones actually increase the chance of us getting some of these illnesses. And the theory obviously for this one is you lower those stress hormones and therefore we have less of a chance to getting ill. So now that we've covered kind of the basic facts and theories of just general illnesses, then we can further define the question, can exercise make us less susceptible to the severe symptoms of COVID-19? And the answer to that is maybe. One of the severe symptoms of COVID is acute respiratory distress syndrome, ARDS, which is a condition where the lungs become so inflamed that it fills up with fluid, making it very difficult to breathe and transfer oxygen, and you can kind of think of it like pneumonia. Okay, so table that just for a second. Now, there's this study that was done by a Dr. Yan from the University of Virginia School of Medicine. The study was done May of this year, 2020. Did the study correlating exercise to reducing the chance of getting ARDS, the acute respiratory distress syndrome. So the study finds that when we exercise, and particularly endurance exercise, so swimming, biking, running, jogging, our bodies increase the production of an antioxidant enzyme called extracellular superoxide dismutase, and we're just going to call it EXOD for short. Now, EXOD's a unique enzyme because it's the only antioxidant enzyme that works in the non-cellular part of the blood called plasma. And because it lives in the plasma, as opposed to other antioxidants, when we have a disease, this one has an easier time breaking down those harmful molecules. On a sidebar, it's interesting to note that the study was was very particular in identifying difficult endurance exercise, how that was way more effective in increasing the production of exot as opposed to like resistance training like lifting weights. Additionally, just exercising one time, although that does increase the production of exot, it might not increase it to the level that we need it to actually fight disease better. So it's suggested that regular exercise is way better than just exercising once. Also, we have to note that even though this study was done for acute respiratory distress syndrome, it wasn't done for people who have that syndrome due to COVID. And because COVID was so new when the study was being done, they didn't get a chance to test that. So in summary, exercising does not prevent you from contracting illness. However, in theory, exercising may make you less susceptible to the illness once you contract it. And endurance exercise may make you less susceptible to severe acute respiratory distress syndrome, ARDS, caused by COVID. And even though endurance exercise may or may not help you from the severe symptoms of some of these illnesses like COVID-19, I think we can all agree that exercise will help you just overall be healthier. Okay, that's it. Let me know if you have any comments or whatever, or if you have other articles you'd like me to read or something like that. All right, have a great day. Extracellular extracellular superoxide dismutagen. Extracellular superoxide one of the severe symptoms of COVID is acute respiratory distress syndrome. Extracellular superoxygen. No, just waiting for the dryer to stop beeping. Extracellular superoxide dismutase. All right, extracellular superoxygen dismutase.